Hello there, my gentle friends. Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News. Bitcoin, it hit $60,000 over the weekend. It's about 59.5K right now. I've decided to give you a blue emoji Bitcoin because I could feel you just sniffing away. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Fluffy microphone sniff. And I think we're starting to build our way towards this disbelief run. We're like, no! What do you mean we're rallying? There's supposed to be a recession coming. I know, man, markets are hard. How would you see this coming? I mean, it's terrible to think that there are people who still don't get it yet, but you can't do anything, friends, because they're only going to listen when the green candles come, and when the green candles come, it's too late. That is the irony of life, okay? It's kind of like, friends, if you're a rapper like Tekashi69, who actually now follows me, crazy, it's actually quite amazing, friends. We're onboarding the world one friend at a time. Tekashi69, watch my videos. Yeah, friends, I'm telling you, yes, I did not think this is where our journey would go. I did not think we would be getting Tekashi69 into crypto. He's learned all the vernacular and everything, man. These music artists are much smarter than we think. So, friends, yeah, my example, right? If you're a rapper, friends, and you believe in your skill, and everyone's telling you you're not good, it's literally like you telling them, wait a minute, if I had a microphone and I had 10,000 people around me and I had an album, you'd think I'm good. I'm doing the exact same thing as I am now. It's just that crowd, that is basically everybody else saying you're cool, like an established trend. That's green candles on a crypto chart. Okay, but if you're nobody, it's like a red candle. Oh, no one knows you. You're not cool right now. But the people who believe in you, they're the ones in crypto, because now we can actually store and move value on the internet. They're the ones who can actually financially benefit. So shout out to Tekashi. It's funny. He retweeted me, friends. It's actually hilarious. And yeah, it's kind of funny. A lot of the confused people in the comment sections, right? It was actually amazing. He's really good, friends. Look at this. First comment. Bro, shut the hell up and drop your coin. Stick to your giveaway retweets. Lil N. Man, that is... wow. How did he learn that? He's been in the game, man. He understands. Like, you gotta understand, friends, something you gotta appreciate about the music artists, yeah, is because they're dealing with people all the time, they learn either how to charm you or how to like set you down, because they're just dealing with words. They're sparring words all day. They're literally like modern day poets. So I always fascinate myself with, I'm like, okay, they're not physically in the room together. How do you, I guess, out posture another person out here who's coming at you? And he's like, stick to your little retweets, because he is implying like you're a poor nobody. You're just doing like these little $50, $100 giveaways and stuff. Like, it's just insane. But it's insane that they're able to see that. Whereas we've been here the whole time. I never thought of saying something like that, right? That's crazy, right? All I would do is like just ignore them. I'm like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, right? It's amazing to see, friends, as we're onboarding the rest of the world, we're bringing that. But you got to think about this. It's like we're in 1990s. You and I were playing Dungeons and Dragons, and we're on Merc, right? Back in the day. And that's all the internet is. Basically, Quake 1's out. Doom 1. That's all you can do. Little did we know, fast forward 25 years, there's literally going to be girls selling naked pictures of themselves. Now, that's going to be 33% of the internet. Can you believe that? We went from Dungeons and Dragons, guy with the ponytail hair, acne on the face, big glasses, striped shirt, right, drinking Mountain Dew and stuff. We went from that, and basically there's a close-knit community, to literally the alpha females and males of the world who are using the internet for businesses and all things, right? That's probably what we're witnessing now in crypto, okay? We are the fringe. We're the nutcases. Like, ooh, moving internet money, digital Pokemon. That's how we're starting. And then eventually it's going to be like, oh yeah, duh. I'm connecting like to this like news website, and they're charging me for my wallet per article view. And, I'm watching this other video and they're charging me by the second. Well, that's probably how it's going to act in the future, by the way, friends. So when you watch a video, probably like slowly take away from your wallet, and you won't even notice in the background. Think about that, right? Think about if there's 100,000 people and they're all paying like 1 cent out of a wallet, and you pay as you watch for the video, or you might do subscription stuff, and you don't even notice it. It's just like connected to your wallet. That might be what the future entails for crypto. Now, friends, we are going to start a new week. This is the Others BTC. We are going to start the new week, the new weekly candle. Remember, week by week, we're going to watch it. It's 0.163. That is, remember, the ratio of altcoins outside of the top 10, the risky part of the curve, which is what we want to measure. We want to measure that versus Bitcoin, the safest part. What does that chart look like? It is this. And you can go to crypto, type in others, and you have to use the exact one, friends. Crypto cap, then double dot others. and you got to go to do divide it by BTC cap as well. So we're going to obviously wait. Hopefully this Mr. Russell 2000, hopefully he's a nice boy and starts moving up, because we need the US small altcoins to start moving before we can actually really get the party started. But before then, Bitcoin can move around. It can move around. It's allowed to go to, $60,000, etc. This is where we are right now. Still a green weekly super trend. So there's nothing to be concerned about. It's just that everybody's bored. 180 days, man. Friends, I've made 900 videos in this period of time. Actually, more than that, but 900 videos. But you don't know, man. You don't know when things are happening. And friends, you got to remember, for example, blockchain backer, he could see that we're going to get this poopy period. He could see it, okay? So he was selling here. However, there were let's check this out, okay? There were 1, 2, 3 alt seasons in here. Now, chill out. They're mini, baby, trashy old seasons. There was Solana, there was Dog. We've had stuff. Yeah, they are. They decreased over time. But that might be an insight into what happens next. And I went through this yesterday, so you should watch my video again, but I'll just go through it with you again. So I think, friends, the top of crypto is going to fractal this as well. I think when we finally get to the top, we're not going to get this. I think we're going to get, we go up, we have alt season 1, alt season 2, and then this third alt season is going to be like what we had now, kind of like garbage. It's going to be centered around the main winner. And then when we're finally done, it's like, no, the bull market's over. I think it's going to be like that, a long rounded thing. And this might trap a lot of people because it's not going to be a pointy tip. It's going to go up, and then we have these alt seasons around. If you look at crypto right now, compare the intensity of February, March alt season this year. You had Bitcoin ordinals, Bitcoin DeFi. We had even PulseChain started moving up. You had the meme coins. You had Solana, Dog with Hat, Pepe goes on the run. You see that first alt season wave, Joe Biden as well. They appear, okay? Then in the next one, we have what ends up happening like June, July. We have other coins that appear, probably other Solana, different things like the PopCat, the cat coins start, right? You even have a bit more things made on PulseChain. I remember new launches. Remember you had like Voodoo Balls and other coins launching, right? And then now we've just had the third one. I know you're like, what do you mean, what third one? Yeah, they're very, very isolated, friends. It's pump fun skit stuff. And by the way, unfortunately, the pump fun alt season, none of the money went to people trading. Basically, 99% of the money just goes to the MEV bots and the devs themselves. But do you see how we started with something where everybody can win, and then like, okay, a third of people can win. At the end, is literally like no one wins, right? But that might be our key. So if we were at dangerous level highs in Euphoria and Coinbase App Store was ranking number 1, we should be getting out right now. We actually should, because we're like, wait a minute, we've just seen the alt season intensities are decreasing, right? And by the way, we have, remember celebrity coins were in the middle as well, friends. Now we've actually kind of like, we're still running out. But actually, when you see celebrity coins, that should be a cue to run out. You don't really want to like bet on yourself timing the very, very, very end. It should just be, oh, hey, this thing is getting a bit out of hand. I'm not just getting out to buy back in a month. I'm getting out to buy back in like a year. Okay, if you have that mentality, you'll be better off than everybody who's just holding on and praying for glory. Now, once again, you're probably wondering, why aren't we exiting now? Where none of our top signals got pinged enough. Okay, only like 3 out of 9. Remember, I have my exotic top signals. Meme coin didn't hit 100 billion market cap. We didn't have no VC fund raised over or seed round raised over $1 billion. Coinbase App Store only peaked at rank 34. It never hit number 1. So all these big top signals, they have not hit, right? Obviously, Jim Cramer's still bearish on crypto. So there you go. Now, friends, the Ethereum price is still in poopy town. It is 2650 and for the price, and ETH BTC is 0.0445. There's literally nothing we can do. We just got to chill out and wait. Once again, hopefully. No, by the way, someone asked me in Telegram, what do you think September's going to do? I could just feel this September's going to be really good. Look, I could be wrong, man. Just 50-50. But I wouldn't be surprised if this September's good, right? And it finishes the month green for Bitcoin because every time it's red. However, it might get people into a false sense of security next year. For next year's September, where everyone says, hey, remember last year? You all said it was going to be down, and then it went up. It's going to happen again. And then next one's a bad one, right? Always try and think about these, friends. Only the paranoid survive. Donald Trump odds, friends, they're actually swinging back. Kamala Krappus, 49% now, and Donald is 48. Remember, she was at 54. And we actually saw these big dodgy accounts that started buying Harris. I'm like, dude, that's bullcrap. You're buying above the fair value market price. That's so suspicious. But come on, how silly do you have to be? If you have $1.5 million, why are you buying something at 54 cents when you can go to your neighbor and buy it there for 49 cents? Why are you doing that? Are you that rich that you don't want to move out, that you'd give away 300 grand unless you want to fluff up the odds? Okay, now here's the thing. They're getting dumped on and the odds aren't even matching up now anymore. What happens now? Well, I made a joke here, right? I'll just repeat for you the joke, friends. Your portfolio is about to be unburdened by what has been. So obviously that is Kamala Harris's quote that she always say, what can be unburdened by what has been. They've told her obviously to stop saying that. Now, why did I say that? Well, it just feels like maybe Donald Trump's got to swing back in victory. Remember, friends, just to let you know, for your friends and family, I'm noticing all over Twitter. Oh my gosh, the racism is getting intense, man. The racism is getting intense. Now, here's the thing. The first one or two, hey, that was funny. No one can see that I'm laughing. Okay, sweet. Now, I'm like, bro, all right, man. Like, can we not get like 19 of these things in a row, Twitter? Like, I'm here to listen to crypto, man. You can't change my life when you're just showing me like, look at this race doing something bad. Look at this race. Look what their ancient text says. There's nothing to win there, bro. There's nothing to win there. Okay, just you go through the comments and it's like everybody friends, here's the thing, okay? Look, everyone in the world, you actually realize we're all the same. We're all looking for dopamine hits. Okay, we're dopamine junkies. When you're looking at the racism stuff that appearing, people are saying stuff to get the likes. They're like, yeah, this person showed a reply comment and it makes me feel better. Now, that's okay, man. Okay, it's okay to go for dopamine hits. I'm just telling you, man, maybe seek other dopamine hits instead of, like Twitter arguing stuff. Maybe seek other things if you are still working for someone. Okay, if you're still working for someone, if you're not retired, if you're not on your way to retirement, if you don't have super massive turbo growth like crypto, I really do question the sanity of these people if they know that crypto exists. Because you realize a lot of them just want to be losers, friends. They're happy in their comfy life. And look, that's okay. That's okay doing that. I'm asking you from a perspective of you have limited time. Time is your ultimate resource here. And 5 years, the next 5 years of your life are going to tick by anyway. Okay. Now in the next 5 years, what's gonna be in your cabinet, your trophy cabinet, if you're just collecting a bunch of dopamine hits, liking people on Twitter? You got nothing. Okay. However, what is your dopamine hit if you are hanging around highest value content in crypto? We are playing the whole cycle. We're buying the depression, selling in the euphoria. We're holding the whole cycle, long-term mindset, investing, delay gratification, all these other things, right? We're literally playing for the future crypto. You will have actually something to be proud of. You will. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a 2x or a 200x. I pray to God it's closer to 200x. I'm just telling you, it's going to be way more than everybody's spitting their time out here. I think everybody's very clear on that. Now, let's go through some other news of the day, baby dolls. So, Richard Hart has actually blocked a lot of you. So that's why I repeat a lot of his posts, okay, if I think it's funny or there's just information here. PulseChain did its part to help Ethereum gas fees down. 1.14 Gwei. So, I know, it's insane, friends. Everyone started straight away. Everyone's like, what a joke! Cope! And I'm like, you're right, but you got to admit, this is going to be a really good, funny meme, friends. Like, okay, PulseChain can be, let me understand you, okay, something. Look, it's the same message, but the candles are down right now. So you're thinking, cope, no one's going to believe that, blah, blah, blah. I know, man. I know, I'm with you. No one's going to believe it right now. But just keep it. It's good marketing. It's good marketing. Friends, good marketing. Okay, listen. Well, good marketing, right? Do you think that soy boy who's sidelined out there, who has nowhere to go, do you think they're actually going to fight the urge to ignore thousands of hexagons yelling after the green candles go up in Hex, PulseChain, PulseX, right? Do you think they're going to be able to ignore everyone yelling that we put Ethereum's gas fees down? No, they won't. Now, here's the thing. Yes, a lot of them will think you're absolutely skits in your psycho. But what you don't know is, as the candles keep going up, right? They're balls, friends. They don't have balls anymore. They're little sultanas. Okay, and they're a lady, they don't have any nice ovaries anymore. Okay, little small nice ovaries. Okay, they shrink even more. They got no ovaries. You understand? They literally lose everything about themselves. once these green candles come up. Why? Why? Because, friends, their life flashes before their eyes. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm working a cubicle job. I'm paying all these taxes. I'm still not going to retire. And you're telling me this idiot who is absorbing wrong information is doing better than me? And then they go, I have to FOMO in. That's how FOMO works. So I'm going to play for you some pump music. I'm actually going to show you the chart of what I mean. It's all going to make sense. This PulseChain chart, friends. I'm just telling you, man, we're all here. It was all here. Everybody, friends, just to let you know, right? So I'm just letting you know, after this, this one candle, shout out to Corey Costa Spaghetti Meatballs. He made an apology post to Richard Hart, okay, on Twitter. One green weekly candle, okay? Not even a month, weekly, friends. This is a weekly candle, okay? That is nuts. That's nuts. I'm just going to go up here to show. Yes, it is literally a weekly candle. Straight away. One smack up. And what you friends, you think that's big? Wait till everything starts to go up, what they're going to be saying. Friends, you got to remember, right? You got to remember, I don't care and you shouldn't care. Oh, coin goes up, no one told me about it. Okay, no one told you about it. But you should care when there's a skits peanut brain guy out here with 3,500 videos with the same consistent message who's been literally telling you, hey, here are all the fundamentals. I've done all the research here for you. You don't think it's a good bet? I think you're an idiot. I literally think you're an idiot if you don't think it's a good bet. Now, here's the thing, man. Richard Hart is so controversial. Everyone's heard about him. They've heard about him. So they can't say they've never heard about it. That's going to kill them inside. You think that's not going to build up FOMO? Of course it's going to build up FOMO, man. Of course it is. From Ivan on Tech's video, friends. So shout out to Ivan on Tech. One of the greatest shows in crypto as well. He basically shouted me out. He's like, man, how's Sommi? How is he still in this? Pretty much laughing. And I showed you guys, I know how he trades, right? He waits for the big swoop up first and then the triangle part, and then he gets in for the final part. And I did all the mathematical calculations on the chart to show you, like, okay, if you're holding something from the depression, you're going to get like 100x, whereas him getting in is going to get like 10x from where he gets in. That's if something goes up big. All right, that's if you're able to magically sell the top, which you're not. But just showing you, people trade differently. Some people want a confirmation trend so they can get in, okay? There's people out there, friends, like if you've got 100 million, you don't care about 10xing it, do you? No, you don't. You don't mind a 50% gain on 100 million, right? You're like, yeah, sweet, I don't mind that. Okay, yeah, but that's how think about that. That's an exaggerated version of everything. But you don't have 100 million, do you? So you can't deal with 50%. You need more risk. Get me? You need more risk to get more reward. And the risk is buying at these lows here. So what I do is we're helping friends. We're swimming through the murky waters. I've got my torchlight everywhere and I'm looking through all these like sharks. I'm just telling you, wow, look what's going on here. There's a mermaid here. Okay. She's got an OnlyFans. Let's subscribe to her. I want to see some fish do some weird stuff. Okay. But you're looking out here. Well, I'm finding all this information for you. I'm like, wow, everybody else is giving this a 1% odd of survival. That's what the price is saying. See, no one thinks like that. I'm hoping you learn from that. You appreciate their friends. So with this price, they're basically saying, hey, 1% chance of survival. And I'm thinking wrong. I think there's a 99% chance of survival. I don't think you're wrong to feel your way about what you think. Okay, Richard Hart, scammer, abandoned, SEC, all these. You are right to feel that way. So the price you say today is correct. I'm just telling you the odds that you're giving it for the future, I think is totally wrong. I think it will shift, but you only won't realize it's shifting until, say, maybe Ethereum $7,000, right? Until the PulseChain wallet starts moving in. But by the time that happens, it's too late, isn't it? Now, I wanted to throw this in, friends, as a bull market continues, and we don't really know if it's happening, friends. Oh, yeah, before I even get into this, I just want to give you something. I was going to make a full video, but it's just too important, okay? So, Raoul Pal, there's an inflection point right now, okay? We are cutting the yield curve interest rate, okay? So, it's got to do with economy, yield curves and stuff, friends. So, if you look at the inverted yield curve right now, this is the yield curve, friends. Remember, it's a yield curve. Now, the danger, the crashing part is here. Okay, when it goes up, we crash because the US Fed has to cut rates. That's zombie virus here. So everyone's expecting another big one, all right? Because it's worked every single time, but they haven't actually cut all the way yet, all right? They have not done these cutting, friends. They have not done these cutting, okay? It is possible, right? I'm not saying it will happen. I'm just saying it is possible they cut and then the yield curve actually does that. And then later on in the bear market, bang. Okay, it is possible to do that. So just be wary of that. Now, Raoul Pal has shown to all these ISM and all the forward-looking models that it's people are saying this time's gonna crash just like every other time, which is true. Problem is the timing. It's always the timing. We could crash in a month. We could crash in 18 months. And by the way, in crypto, that's a long difference. Like one is 2026 January and one is literally next month. You see, that's completely different. Now, the difference though, it all comes down to one point. Where ISM is now, so ISM is the business survey index, okay? They measure you, they poll you out of 50, okay? If you're above 50, businesses are expanding their orders. If they're below 50, it's recessionary, okay? It's like everything's slowing down. The business cycle's slowing down. Right now, we're around there. We're around 48, 49. This is the thing, though. What Raoul Pal said is, we were already down, and we're starting to tick up. This was not happening in the previous cycles, okay? In these cycles, friends, so I know this is the yield curve, but when the crashes of the stock market were happening, okay, so here is GFC, here is zombie virus. When they were happening, ISM was not at the bottom rotating up. It was already high. So ISM wasn't at 48, 49. It was like at 57 to 60, which is actually very, very high. Okay, that's how they do the measurement. So it was already up and it was floating around there, and then we're going to swoop back down. So that's why this cycle has been a bit screwed up. You know, everybody in America is how have that. They change the definition of recession. Yeah. So that type of stuff screwed up because there was a recession, except they didn't fire all the workers. They just held on to the workers. And then the government basically stimulated our way out. So that's why this time is different. In the past, when a recession happens like that, everybody starts sacking workers. But in 2022, they didn't. I don't know why. No one knows why. It is what it is. It's just one of those rare events. It was like 1 out of 11 scenarios it happened. Do you see what I mean? So just be wary of this. It is possible, friends, that this yield curve, so by the way, when they cut rates, the yield curve uninverts. So it is possible they cut rates, everyone thinks it's going to get bad, and then we go like this. And they're like, wait a minute, the crash is coming, and then bang, okay, then the crash comes. And by the way, this is the whole crypto cycle. You see that? If you go to the timing here, look at this. The yield curve goes up, uninverts, 2025. And then as our bear market starts, bang, okay, they have to cut rates because everything is bad. That's possible, okay? No one is ruling this out as possible. And look at this, man. Look at this, friends. Look at this stuff. What's going to happen here? Okay, look at this period. This is, I'm going to show you this on the chart. 1998, my friends. 1998, it uninverts a bit, comes back down, all right? And then they basically have to do this. This is hiking rates again, and they kill the economy. Do you want me to show you what this period is, friends, on the stock market? That is the Nasdaq pop. So this is the Nasdaq, my friends. And do you know that period I was just showing you, 1998? Look what the Nasdaq did when the yield curve went sideways, and it did not. Everyone thought it was over, but it kept going. Look at that. It went up another 200%. Can you believe that? Look how long. Look how long. This is, friends, it's a weekly chart. Okay, look at that. That's a long period of time, man. And this is where it all started, 1998. So I'm actually going to show you it again. What I've done is, this is the yield curve, friends, and this is the Nasdaq, which is in red. You can see it. Look what happened here, man. Look at this. See, friends, look at this. They started the yield curve uninversion. You see that part? This little part, the yield curve uninversion, and the Nasdaq had this little drop here. And then it basically shot up. Okay, so I'm just showing you that there are these periods of time where, look at this as well. Look at this. This is back in 1989, where the yield curve uninverts, but there isn't a crash yet. Remember, this is the Nasdaq. So here it is. Look at this uninversion. Look at this. It keeps going up, actually. So what I've done, friends, is I've nitpicked on a few things where I've gone through and I'm like, look, in the general sense, yeah, all right. In the general sense, okay, there's a bit of a crack and then like it turns. But when you're doing these monthly line candles, it just looks like, oh yeah, everything kind of looks the same. But if it comes down to miraculous specific timing for trades, it's a completely different story. Remember, your goal isn't to predict the future, friends. Trust me. Well, they say recession, the economists, right? They predict, 5 of the next 2 recessions or whatever. They always make that joke or something. So they have an idea of the economy, but markets are forward-looking based off guesses. It's a game. You understand? So you know exactly what's happening. You just You don't know if the market's giving you a good bet or not. Okay, and it can go from a terrible bet to the worst bet of the next 10 years. It can do that, which is what happens in bubbles. So that's why, friends, ultimately, even if we go down, let's say we do go down or whatever, we'll go it's sideways. Well, I hope we don't. Could go up. Just be careful of, say, throwing out investing long term. I know what people end up doing every time. They'll go to trade signals. They'll go to paid influencers. All these, hey, you should trade. You should make money on the way down as well. Yeah, that's great. If the odds weren't only like a 5% win rate, it would be great. Okay. Look at this. I joined crypto and went broke. I lost all of my money following signals from a crypto company. Don't trade crypto if you don't know what you're doing, mate. It's not worth the stress. So I feel very sorry for this guy. You have my empathy, my sympathy, friend. Trade signals don't work, friends. Trade signals, like in markets, every indicator is only around a 50 to 60% win rate at best. That's it, right? Everything's around 50 or 60%. And different markets require different types of styles, like currencies mean revert more. And then you have something like the Nasdaq or even crypto where they're heavy trends in one way, like heavy trends. So you got to understand this, especially when it comes to signals. Crypto companies, they don't have this guy trading. If they could, friends, they're making money for themselves. Trust me, they're making money. Okay, friends, there are companies literally, if they can just, like if the stock market makes 8%, if these guys make 12%, all right, they win. They get leverage on that. They get bigger amounts of money coming in to get everybody just more yield on the stock market. Trust me, any edge, there's a job for you. Any edge. There is no job for edge giving it to retailers to punt their $4,000 to try and make 1% on the month. There isn't. There is none of that. Okay. Anybody who can do this stuff, they're usually working for someone, or of course they should be doing it themselves. They should be doing it themselves. Okay. Because if you really believe in it, you do. But market conditions change. You're not going to win by these trade signals. And if you watch all my videos and I show you the power of compounding interest works when you're long-term holding crypto or stock market. Why? Because they keep printing money, but every time they print, it is not a fixed dollar amount. They are printing based off the percentage of existing supply from last year and then the year before and then the year before. So that is compound interest working in your favor. It's just working on the denominator. It's debasing compound interest, okay? So it's not like your thing is also going up, compound every single year. But that's why basically you're winning, friends. Even if you think you're going nowhere, you're still winning. You're not spinning your wheels. But they're printing, friends, even if, this is the thing, printing 7% per year is huge, which is what they're doing. That's huge. But that is still only, if you do 7% per year, if you divide that by a month, right? 12. If you divide it by 12, you get 0.58%. Okay, so that's nothing. Like they're printing, they're helping you. So let's say your portfolio's you dropped 25% in the month, which is crypto, right? And then I say to you, don't worry, you have gained 0.58%. You're like, bro, get out of here. What are you talking about? 0.858%. But we just lost 25. You see, but that's that window of time. But if you let the whole year work, 7% has been added. Now you go, wait, that still doesn't make sense, man. I'm down 50%. Okay. But in the next year after that, the 7% compounds. And then the year after that, it compounds again and again and again. And if you want, friends, what that number is, if you do 1.07 to the power of 10, you have 1.96x, which is basically just a 2x. Okay, so the rate they're debasing now, after 10 years, you've still doubled your money. And you've actually gone nowhere. Okay, that's stock market returns, by the way. So just showing you, and by the way, obviously, just them doing this, word gets out in the world, and there's not enough, basically, there's not enough of your limited supply. People have to get in to price this stuff in. That's why crypto goes parabolic. Now, baby dolls, I wanted to just play some angel music for this, because we've got to, there's always some angel music that has to be played. Now, obviously, friends, I love a lot of coins. I'm just telling you now, PulseChain's so cheap still, it's so undervalued that you're picking the same thing from everything else. I don't want to buy something and make 50% or a 2x. I don't want that. Okay, you might want that. Maybe you've got $80 million, you don't mind the 2x. Okay, sweet. But there are a lot of advantages when you aren't listed anywhere and there's 170 content creators, 70 streamers, 170,000 ETH sitting in a wallet somewhere. All these advantages out here. And it takes time. It does take time. But if you follow people who hate PulseChain, which you should do. I follow all of them. And I'll go on their profiles. I'm finding, okay, what am I missing? Okay, trust me, this is the funny part. I'm like a leaf in the wind, okay? Strong convictions, loosely held. Yeah? If you have cheap stuff for me, I am all over it. I'm literally all over it. I have all day. I'm here working, okay? 18 hours a day. I'll find it. It takes 2 seconds for our liquidity to move in. 2 seconds. What you end up finding, though, is... Go do it, by the way. Go do it. Maybe I'm missing something. What you end up finding is 99 times out of 100, complete grifts, complete scams, or worse, they're not obvious scams. They're just literally... It's just the same thing repackaged differently, except the people don't own all the coins. The VCs do. That's the difference, okay? Case in point, Molestia. So I made all these posts, friends. Like, this is the funny part. It was like, Molestia, Bankless is shilling Molestia. It was good, bro. Good. I'm glad Molestia went up. I just was letting everyone know, Molestia insiders were on side 1,760x. And their tokens are still locked up. And the mini investors, who are all still VCs, 184x on side. People were literally coming in to buy this stuff and then stake it. And I'm like, wait a minute. You're the same guys saying Hex staking's a scam and PulseChain's a scam, yet you're buying into a coin where insiders are on side after just 1 month of release, 1 month, they're on side 1,800x. And you are staking up your money, and I'm telling you now, they're going to unlock the tokens and dump on you below market price. What ends up happening? Okay, look how it starts, friends. And look how it starts. January of this year. Imagine not knowing that all Molestia, TIA, seed investors, and VCs are on side 1,760x. And imagine not knowing that Celestia insider team paid all mainstream influencers with ICO access so they can keep shilling it to retail in 2024. So I have a long post about it. That's how it starts. This is how it ends. This is a log chart, by the way. Crypto industry is sick of these VC techs. Look at this. This guy, venture apologist. Happy 4th of July. Don't forget about the guys who shield you modular money while instant dumping their staking rewards. See that? Next one as well. It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing. You're down 80% like everything else. Look at this, friends. Look at Molestia. You know what that minus 42% means, friends? That means it's basically minus 50%. That means insiders were caught on the OTC market. It's the manual market, right? So over the counter, they were dumping their locked tokens at 50% below whatever the current trading price was. So basically, the thing is 4 billion market cap. They're telling people it's going to go to 100 billion. All right? It's at 4 billion. They're saying it's worth 100 billion in the future. Yet what they're doing is instantly selling it for 2 billion off the counter. You're thinking, excuse me, why would you do that? That makes no sense. Well, friends, like I said, they got the coins for free. They got the coins for free. That's why they do it. With PulseChain, there's no VCs. I'm not saying the coins go up all the time. Yes, they get destroyed. I'm just telling you, everybody had to pay up. Everybody had to pay up. Equally. I like that. Everybody who sells has to capitulate at deep losses. These people aren't selling for a loss. There is no loss. They've literally been giving themselves free tokens. And this is one of the stuff. A lot of common people who will shit on PulseChain and Richard Hart. I'm like, yes, you're so right. I understand all these criticisms. The inflation's not real and he should have bought the bottom. Oh, I'll go, yes. Okay. What's the solution? Have you heard about Molestia? What a great coin, guys. By the way, it's not just these guys. There's like a lot of others. So shout out to everybody Molestia out here. I mean, you're welcome. You're welcome for kindness and friendship. There's a lot of others. It's just that you got the funniest name, so I've got to use this as an example. Molestia! Shout out to the baby doll, the lady out here. I think it was Lady Cookie or something. She, I've said Molestia that many times. She said, Molestia. What an unfortunate name they've given their project. And I didn't let her know. So if you're watching out here, they're called Celestia, but we call them Molestia for obvious reasons. You see, friends, what's the alternative? You know, even Thomas Sowell, Always says basically there are no solutions, there are only alternatives. Pretty much. There's no certainty solution and there's only an alternative. Okay. Richard Hart, scam, all these up. Yes. Throw all these words out. Okay, what's your solution? Buy Ethereum. Okay, bro. What if I want more than a 3x? You got something for me? Yes. Buy this. And this is always a VC tech coin or whatever. Okay. Now, when you hear these, by the way, people will then, there's always the outskirt who probably have a right answer. We don't know. They'll say, buy meme coins. And I'm thinking, yeah, you're right. You know, PulseChain's got meme coins, right? You know, we have a whole city of meme coins. And you know, in this time period on Pump Fund, while all these scammers, rugsters, thieves, hucksters, fraudsters are going through the red candles, instead of fostering the growth and committing to their original coins and what they said they were making this year, they've now moved on to new junk. Hey, there's a new dog now. It's not Dog with Hat, friends, by the way. It's now Billy. You remember Dog with Hat, the cute dog, friends? Well, now Billy's the now cute dog. Yay! Let's get out of whiff and let's go into this. Yeah, you're down 82% like everything else. Wow, Billy. Billy's the new cute dog, guys. Look, this is TikTok generation, man. This is TikTok generation. It's literally like, oh, this girl's the sexiest 10 out of 10 I've ever seen. She's blonde, right? And then 2 days later, wow, this is the sexiest girl I've ever seen. They're just feeding simps, right? And that mentality, 15-second, low attention span and stuff, not long-term mindset thinking, you're seeing it in these charts. You're seeing in these charts. Like I say, friends, every coin does that pump and that dump. They all do. Crypto's volatile. But not every coin has a fluffy microphone. Not every coin has you in it, believing with me. They don't have our memes. They don't have like our actual memes. They don't have our life in them. And they'll never have our life in them, right? Because we already put our feet firmly planted here. That's what separates us from the scams. You understand that? This is what you got to understand. I've seen all the coins, friends. All the coins. They go up and they go down. So what are you playing for? You're playing for a community. That's the only thing that's constant, by the way. That's the only thing that's there, the community. You look at every single coin that survives, okay, it was the community. It's the community is the asset. Community is the asset. By the way, shout out to everybody who watches my YouTube channel on Twitter. You guys have like hundreds of thousands of followers. You know who you are, where you're watching. You guys are literally copy-pasting my videos and my tweets in your messages. The least you can do is just give me a follow on Twitter. You know what I mean? It's kind of funny, but hey, everyone's learning. These are just truths. Well, it happens, friends. Kind of happens, but I know why they can't. How can you follow me when I'm literally calling out the guys feeding you money? I'm literally saying your boss is scum. All right, your boss is scum. Hey, I know how they're rigging everybody, and this is how they rig. And they go, oh yeah, what do you like? That's what I want. When you see me, they can't stand that when they show me Hex's price chart going down, I go, that's a total scam. Long. They hate that. They can't fathom, hey, you have a negative emotion about something, but you're saying it's still cheap. They can't compute that. 99% of people can't compute that. That's why, friends, even Warren Buffett says most people have no business in markets. You literally should just be long the index and come back in 30, 40 years. Go do something else with your life, okay? So this is what we need, friends, in our peanut brains to actually go forward in this market. There's going to be presidential odds changing, all these other stuff happening. The community is going to still be there. I'm going to tell you right now, think about this, right? Let's say Kamala Krampus wins. Let's say Democrats win, all right? Let's say that you win. If crypto sells off on it, I will ask you this question. Hey, you're holding dick with butt, teddy bear, PDI, PulseChain, Hex, Chainlink, Polygon. Maybe you're a pedo.dot guy, right? Maybe you're in Ethereum. Maybe you like Arbitrum. Everyone else in crypto, Bitcoin. Are you going to now leave crypto because another president came in? You're like, hell no. I was here before the president. I have no idea Donald Trump was even going to run again. Yeah, that's most people, right? That's most people. Yeah, exactly. So no fundamentals change if they switch presidents. No fundamentals change. You see that? That, friends, the community is the asset. We're not going anywhere. It's a one-way ticket in crypto. But you got to have that abundance mindset. Coinfessions Rekt. Some crypto guy on X here said if I DM'd him, he'd send me Solana. But when I did, he only told me to go get a job. So, thank you, sir. Whoever Message him, tell him go get a job. Yeah, that's actually what you should be doing, friends. In crypto, we are very we're not liberal. You know, they've kind of like bastardized that like description and stuff in the rest of the world. We are more obviously libertarian-ish, where it's kind of like, what is libertarian? It's wild west. It's like you get the higher upside without having a nanny state. You get the higher upside, less regulation, more reward. But there has to be a lot of self-policing and self-responsibility, self-care. It's kind of like if you grew your own crops out there, right? Or you're buying fruit and vegetables at a local market. Hey, they're not, bananas aren't $5. They're like $2 here. Yeah, but maybe there's like 10 to choose from. And 2 of them are actually poisoned. You're like, well, you see what I mean? That's pretty much crypto. Yeah, 2 out of 10 like straight poison, but the other things are cheap. And you basically get high output for life. But it's not going to be like that forever. That's just us. We're the early adopters, the pioneers, if you will. Eventually it changes out here, friends. So this abundance mindset, it doesn't work like you asking for more money. It doesn't work like that. All you got to do is we hang around here, friends. We've already got a down pack net. This global liquidity index, okay, it's just literally money printing squared. You know what's happening in the background. It's just a matter of time. Also, it's a matter of time before we confirm friendship again. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.